Now, we know this is supposed to be targeting under 35s. We know the government said this is the cohort that have ended up unemployed in the greatest number as a result of COVID-19. So you can call this, well, this is how the policy works. This is what they want. What's interesting about this is for the cohort that might not get a job as a result. Now, yes, you don't want this institutionalised, if you like, unemployment, if you're 21, 22 years of age. But if you're 38 or 40, you're probably more likely to have a mortgage, kids, and you really need that job. If you're seeing advertisements targeting younger people, you're going to feel pretty left out of the government's assistance come next year.
Oh, yeah, and that's when it can become a political problem. And again, over 50s, I know there's an issue the government sees where the younger people can stay unemployed for life, judging by previous recessions. You see that sort of housing commission communities where people just are going into the ranks of long-term unemployed. They'd say there are schemes available for over 50s, but you have to have been on the dole for 6 months or a year before take-up of them, and not many people, just a few thousand, have been subject to them. So, yeah, I can see a political problem, I can see a social problem out of this. The government will say, well, we can't give handouts to everyone. Let's see how it all shapes up and whether there's any sort of reversal down the track.
There are always issues. There's no easy way out of this level of displacement in terms of employment, but look, worth noting there, I suppose. For Labor, it's been a big week of distraction with what Joel FITZGIBBON has had to say. He ramped it up yesterday. I know you had yesterday that your indications were that he wanted Mark Butler to go. He said that, Joel FITZGIBBON, on air today on Sky News, that Mark Butler should go. So we've had response so far from Richard Marles, the Deputy Labor leader, responding to that call from Joel FITZGIBBON. Do you agree with that call?
No. I mean, I think Mark has done a fantastic job as the Shadow Minister responsible for climate change and energy. It's obviously a very difficult area. It's one which is constantly changing.
What makes you say he's done a fantastic job? What's he done well in this area that's been good for Labor at elections?
Well, Mark has been across this portfolio from the day he took it on. He is the authoritative voice within our show in relation to how we move forward in relation to climate change.
So, backed him in. Look, I thought generally speaking, Richard Marles backed in Anthony Albanese today. There might be some murmurs out there. How widespread it is going to be one question, but Joel FITZGIBBON is leaving no one guessing really as to his unhappiness right now. It does stem from this climate issue, but he's not going to be stopped now, particularly given he's on the backbench.
Yeah, I think Anthony Albanese had the view, Tom, that Joel FITZGIBBON would shut up and go away now, and that does not appear to be the case.